Hey tubers, bringing you an update. I brought everything in this year. Right before the cold, I let it sit outside a little longer in a couple 30-degree days, just so everything would, I say with all the bugs would die off. I haven't seen any. I got this pesticide lady that's going to give me a commercial chemical that she uses at the casinos here in St. Louis. She comes into my work and she's going to give me something if I have a problem. Let's take a look. Well, first off, I had the one light last year. I added another 4 bulb. It's a pretty big one. It's a lot bigger than that one. It's a high output. Nothing special, just fluorescent T8 bulbs. One red, one white. Well, blue and white. And the other one's just blue. I'm not big in all the spectrum just because I'm not keeping them indoors. I'm only doing it for 4 or 5 months to get it over winter. And it works. Don't let someone tell you it doesn't. I've had that banana tree down here for almost 2 or 3 years now, and it loves it. I might keep them indoors. Let's start off with the pineapples. This pineapple is the younger one to this one. This one, in my mind, probably should have flowered this year, but it didn't. It shot out a raccoon. Nothing yet. Still waiting. Be patient, let it wait. If it never flowers, oh well, it's okay. And here's the other one. I mean, it's just as big. It's pretty big. And I have this third one right here. It's doing really good. I did use a good method on these pineapples. Like, if I was to grab this pineapple, I'm picking it up with several, I don't know, it's a 10-inch pot. Sorry. And I just picked it up by the plant. So the method I used is pull leaves down before you put the dirt in. It covers the roots so the soft roots don't break when you put the dirt in, and it does anchor the plant down. So if you take your pineapple outside right after rooting, the wind won't blow it over and pull it out of the dirt. Here's a majestic palm. It's doing good. Little stressed, little brown leaves, but it's still putting out pretty big leaves still. Move on from that. Here's my Orinocos, I guess. These are kind of like mystery bananas. There's another guy who deals with bananas on YouTube, and he's like, just look at the characteristics. I never really have. And he's like, they match Orinocos. So he's pretty smart. He deals with that variety and a couple different varieties. And I'd take his word on it. Yeah, they're pretty big. And they're almost touching an 8-foot rafter. So, not bad. Then I have my dwarf Cavendish, which stressed out really bad when the cold hit. And she dropped all her leaves. The babies didn't. I have 2 babies over here. Well, pups. I call them babies, pups. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. And they're doing good. Just the mother, not so much. I don't know if you can see this mammoth. This is my Moruga. You can't really see it. I dug it up, put it in a bucket and brought it in. It's probably about a 5-foot plant. This is my boot Jalokia. I did get a few crosses off of this plant this year. I crossed 10 peppers with a Moruga with this. So the ghost is the mother and the father is the Moruga. I had the seeds and I'm about to send some out to Robert in Canada. Hopefully they prove out and they put some pretty wicked pods. We'll see. I got some growing now. And these are my lemon trees. Can't really get back there. It's kind of hard to. They're doing good. I got them posted up on a bucket just so it has the height. And that one's on my table. And I have a super dwarf Cavendish right here. And I have a Trinidad perfume right there. And that's all for those plants. Then I have more in my grow box. Let's take a look. I might have to shut off a couple lights. Alright. Let's pull this down. Alright, I have another super dwarf back here. Banana doing pretty good. Then I have from Green 6400 one of his, I believe it's windmill palm? A fan palm, Mexican, or, oh, one's a fan palm, and this one right here is a windmill. No, this is the fan palm, this is the windmill. Got it. We traded. I gave him a super dwarf Cavendish, he gave me a windmill. Doing pretty good. Here's my avocado tree. It's doing really good, super healthy, nice thick stalk. Well, yeah. It's probably thicker than a pencil right now. It has 3 growing tips, which is nice. I chopped it, so do that. Now I have 2 more super dwarfs. One right there, which is doing really good, and one right there. Here is my 7-pot Primo plant. I just planted, it sprouted. It's doing good. It has growth in between the branches. If you can see that, I don't know. And I got the first cross. I planted a pepper here, a seed. It's the Ghost Scorpion. Hopefully it takes off and I could stabilize in the next 5 to 7 years and have my own cross pepper. We'll see though. I don't really have much luck with crossing peppers, but we'll see. And here's my Robusto, what they call them, Washington Robustos. And that one had a problem sprouting. Kind of looks a little deformed, but these 2 have taken off pretty well. I like them. They're cold hardy. I'm going to plant them outside when they get a little bit bigger than this one. I'm going to let this one bark up, or whatever you call it, this little fiber. I'll let it build a little bit more fiber. Throw out probably 5 or 6 more leaves. Then next year it's going outside. Give you another look at the avocado while I lock up some bananas. I love my bananas. My super dwarfs are doing really well. The one I gave my buddy, they're doing amazing. They're about ready to flower, and he does nothing to them. Give you one more look. Zoom you in here. But yep, that's my indoor grow. I'm thinking about keeping a few of them indoors. The bananas, I don't really want to send them outside anymore. I might get a couple different spectrum bulbs just so it has better lighting if I do decide to. I mean, they do good. You'll see the green growth really take off down here. So I know the lighting's fine. I always say put more into your soil than you do your lighting. Because, yeah, the plant's going to see the light. They might have to stretch for it. But if they don't have the nutrition to stretch for it, they'll never go. So always put more into your soil than your light. I'm not saying skimp on your light totally, but don't put as much as some people would. Like I have a buddy, he's putting high pressure sodiums on a pepper plant when you can just grow it off CFLs and get the same. Like this Ghost Boot Jalokia, I have gotten probably 4 or 5 gallon, well, not 4 or 5 gallons, the gallon bags, yeah. I had Ziploc, the gallon bags. I got five of those bags this year off a plant that was growing off CFLs. That's a lot for a Ghost. I mean, I took really good care of the soil, so it gave me back in return. So that's my method. I always put more into my soil than I do the lighting. Not saying I don't. I probably put 70% in soil, the rest in the light. That's how I'd say. There you go. Nice one more look. I'll take another look at the pineapples. There you go. They're getting pretty big. Throwing out pups. Got a pretty long span. I didn't know I was going to do with these things. They get any bigger, I don't know. There's my cat biting on my plants. She loves biting on my palm trees. Alright, I guess I'll make an update video soon if something happens. See you guys.